What? That's the same caliber as the one they pulled out of me.
Exactly.
What we need now is the gun.
You are something else, you know that? First you told me not to investigate anything. Now you're getting upset because I haven't got enough. You're not careful, you're gonna start to sound ungrateful.
The gun will lead us to the killer, Tad. Then we'll have something to go on.
Easy. Easy. It's not my first time at the dance, you know? I don't know how you used to do things on the force, but in my experience, one thing leads to another, which leads to another, which leads to another, and then the case is solved.
I'm sorry, man. I'm stir crazy in this place here.
I get it, I know, I understand.
Man, I can't just sit here on my hands. I need to get out there and do something.
Whoa, don't start talking crazy, man, please. Look at me, okay? You know you can't do that. Have a seat, please. But now you're just gonna have to be patient. Let me be your eyes and ears out there on the street.
Keep my family safe, right?
As if they were my own. As far as I'm concerned, they are my family.
Because now, I'm starting to feel like I'm putting Frankie and Angie into the same danger that I've spent the last 20 years of my life trying to shield them from, Tad.
Best friend. If she ever needed anything, you were always there for her. Now, it's an honor and a privilege for me to be able to pay the favor, especially for people like Angela and Frankie.
Thanks, Thaddeus. I didn't mean to go off on you.
Take it easy. I love you, too. In the meantime, can I eat something? I'm starving.
Yeah, man. Knock yourself up.
Okay, so, start over again. If the file isn't the key to what happened to you, then what is?
I guess it's as good as mine, man.
Come on, don't give up hope. Look, you're a detective. I'm a PI. This isn't brain surgery. We're missing something. Gotta figure out what it is. So if it's 1988, what are you working on?
I was investigating that drug ring.
Oh, I remember. It was a big one, too. It was all over the papers, right?
Yeah, we had a few huge leads, you know, made a few minor arrests. No major players, though. We were so far from cracking that case.
Well, what if you were closer than you thought?
Or somebody thought I was.
Exactly. Close enough for them to disappear you, threaten your family.
Remy, man, I just can't help thinking that he's tied into this somehow.
Well, even if he isn't, whatever it is, it's pretty damn valuable. Not for somebody to be threatening you, 20 years after the fact.
Man, I can't just sit here, man. I feel like my hands are tied.
It doesn't matter where you are. Once a cop, always a cop. So, what would Detective Jesse Hubbard do?
Have you lost your mind? Your father doesn't want you any more involved in this.
Too late.
You know, you're truly your father's son.
Man, I have to do something.
All right, you want to do something to help Jesse? Become a doctor. For real.
Mom.
No, this is what he wants for you. So do I.
And what? Let whoever's had him on the run for the last, 20 years finally catch him?
Other people, experienced people, will handle this. You know, it would kill your father if anything happened to you. You know that, Frankie. So do your father and me a favor and leave the investigating to the professionals.
Dr. Meadows, 2945.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. Better not be lying to me.
C.
So, a brilliant doctor and an amazing cook. Any more at home like you?
Well, if there were, Crystal would have your head. Is Jesse okay?
Well, it depends. If you consider being a tiger that's been locked up for 20 years, okay, yeah, he's peachy. How you holding up?
Impatient.
Yeah, of course.
For my whole family to sit down to a real Thanksgiving dinner, go for a walk in the park with the love of my life. I mean, is that asking for too much?
I don't think so. I'm doing everything I can to make sure it happens sooner rather than later.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome, baby. In the meantime, if you need anything, just whistle.
Oh, that was a terrible Bogart.
Show you what you know. I was doing Lauren Bacall.
Hey,
Hey,
you didn't want me to take you to the airport?
no. Jessie, I'm gonna take another 20 years off my life.
I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to scare you again.
What are you doing here?
Oh, come on. You know better than that. I'm just not good sitting around doing nothing. Look at all these files. There's got to be something worth finding in here, huh? What are you doing out here?
Great minds think alike.
That's why I love you.
Well,
Let's get at it, huh? All right.